YouTube, what is up? It is your boy Duke, back here from sportsgamers.com, and in today's Madden 24 video, I'm going to break down how to do the most unstoppable user catch in the entire game. Now, this user catch will work on any defense, man, zone, and the blitz, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it against all these different defenses. Now, to do this user catch, you don't really need anything special. However, I will say it's best if you have a tall receiver, so you're going to want to do this with the tallest receiver on your team. You could even use a tight end if you don't have any tall receivers on your team to do this. Now, what I'm going to want you guys to do is to go into your offensive playbook, and you call plays by formation, right? But I want you guys to click R1 or RB to scroll to concept. Now, the best user catch in the game is going to be a specific route that is unstoppable. And what you want to do once you get the concept is you want to look by medium pass, because this is going to be the best place to find this play, this route, that most playbooks have a few of them, to be quite honest. So under medium pass, you want to scroll over and get to curl. Now, when you're in curl, this is where you're going to find the route I'm talking about. And specifically what you want to look for is plays called fade smash. So for me, I run the Eagles playbook, and I have a fade smash out of the pistol, doubles, Y off. Now, I want you guys to notice that if you look around, what we're really looking for is this little unique fade route that fades to the sideline from the slot receiver. Now, it's a route and concept that's run a lot in the NFL and college these days, especially in the red zone, with a good receiver just to get a one-on-one isolated receiver. Make a play on the ball. And Madden, it is unstoppable, though, when you know how to throw it right. Now, I do want you guys to notice that there's different variations of this route. For instance, if we look at shock H option, you'll see that some of these fade routes are not quite the best. Like this one, if you look, the way it angles upfield, we don't really want. So I don't really want one like this. You really want to look for one that's exactly like the fade smash, because this is going to be the most consistent way to get this user catch down. So now that you know the route that you're going to look for, let's break down how to do it. Now, guys, you can see at the play art, notice that this route, it's a good difference between the route we just looked at. So this is the specific route you're going to want to find in your playbook. Again, I run Eagles, but if you look by concept, you'll find this route probably in multiple formations in yours too. Now, you can do this on any spot on the field. I like it a lot in the red zone because, let's be honest, the red zone is the toughest area to score. So you get down by like the 15-yard line, great place to throw one of these up before, it gets to be too little room to really do it effectively. Because you want a good 15, 20 yards to work with. You can do it at 10 yards. But if you have a good 15-20, it's easier to do against every coverage in the game, right? So let's first start off looking at how to throw this versus the man blitz. So I'm going to show you guys how to throw this versus the man blitz. Then we'll get into zones, because it's a little bit different versus each. You guys can see I put Kyle Pitts here because he is, he's like, what, 6'5", 6'6". He's a tall threat. So put your tallest dude there for best results. Now, guys, if you want more high-level Madden content like this, tips and gameplays, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Drop me a like, comment on the video. I do appreciate the support a lot. And if you guys like to play daily fantasy sports, be sure to check out Thrive Fantasy. Click the link in my comments and my description. Use code Duke, and you'll get a 100% deposit match up to $250. Best offer of the year. Really love Thrive Fantasy for daily fantasy sports. Now, we're in everyone's favorite defense right here. Spinner, 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 man. Everyone loves spinner, right? So, if they are blitzing you, you can max protect on this play, or at least block the running back to give yourself more time. Now, if I know that they're in a man, specifically a man blitz, I like to get that outside left receiver out of the way. So he's on just a quick smash route, but I don't even like that. I just want to put him on a smoke screen. By putting him on a smoke screen, I know that he's not going to get in the way of this throw, and I can throw this each and every time. So first, we're going to show you guys how to do this against man, then zone. I'll do a few times against each different variation, because you want to throw it differently and execute it differently against each different coverage. So again, this is going to be, man, this is spinner, right? A cover zero blitz. And anytime you see cover zero, this is a great time to do this. And as you guys can see here, this route is unstoppable against man. So the way I threw that was actually very simple. What you want to do when it comes against man coverage, or even match, if they're matching onto you, or playing man, so man or match, really, this applies. What you're going to want to do is wait until the DB that's either matching on you or in man coverage turns his hips and runs backwards. So you guys can see at the start, he's facing the quarterback, right? We don't want that, because if we throw the ball, he can react better. Now look, he's turned his hips and ran. You guys see as soon as he's, turns and runs, right here, I'm releasing the ball. Now, you can throw a high ball or just a regular up-led bullet pass. Either works, but we're really looking to get, one-on-one on the sideline, right? And once you do that, you click on immediately, and all you got to do is click on and hold down the aggressive catch button, which is either the triangle or Y. And what's going to happen is the man coverage, or the coverage in general, when you do this right, I'll show you how to do it against zone 2. It's going to dumb out. They're not going to be able to make a play on the ball. They pretty much keep running by the ball. And you're going to get some sort of like spectacular catch, jetpacking, rocket catch animation, whatever you want to call it. You're going to get big, and they're not going to be able to stop this, man. This is going to be basically a guaranteed money route, one-on-one catch. If you've played Madden, years past, you'll know that these routes and these animations are unstoppable. They've just been harder to trigger recently, but this year on this route, you guys can see if you do it right. Look, one-on-one, sideline. Guaranteed money, man. Now, you can high throw it. You don't have to.
Do you want to become a better Madden player and win more games? If so, check out my premium Madden strategy website, sportsgamers.com. I've built sportsgamers.com to provide you with the best Madden tips, best Madden ebooks and schemes, all from the pros at the lowest price possible. I've helped thousands upon thousands of Madden players improve their games, and I can help you as well. Our VIP Madden membership is our best offer yet. This membership will include all of our Madden ebooks all year long and hundreds of weekly Madden Vault tip updates to keep you ahead of the game. Click the link in the description and use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order.
Now we're going to look at how to execute this against zone. We'll show a few different zone looks, and we're going to start with a basic cover 3. Now, if they're not blitzing you, you don't have to block anyone. Just to be safe, though, I generally do block the running back. Now, against zone, it's a little bit different than man. Against man, you were really just looking for that DB to turn and run. Against zone, it's not as important because, zone is different, right? They're dropping in the deep zone anyways. They are going to just basically get to a spot on the field versus guarding you man-to-man, right? They're more so covering the spot versus the man. So at this point, honestly, all I'm looking to do is wait for him to get a little bit far downfield to where he's one-on-one. And once I see that we're one-on-one and I'm at least a good 15, 20 yards downfield, I'm throwing a high ball, clicking on, holding down the aggressive catch button. Again, I don't have to do anything complicated. It's just the timing of when to throw. Now this time, you guys can see, we get we are literally jumping over the DB right here. And a lot of times, that's just what happens. They just can't react to the ball. Sometimes they dumb out so bad, you'll turn and run for a free touchdown. So that's cover 3. You guys can see a cover 2 look. This can be a bit different. So with cover 2, obviously, you're more so going up against the safety one-on-one. Again, slightly different about how you want to throw it. You can throw this against cover 2, honestly, almost at any point. Guys, now I'm going to show you how to do this in the red zone. Again, the red zone's a bit different. Every year, red zone is the hardest place to score the ball, so this is a clutch play to have. Corners, crossers, posts, etc., they start to work differently in the red zone. Now, you can feel safe doing this once you've practiced it. I would say 10, 15, 20 yards out. 15 to 20 is my sweet spot. 10 is a little bit more difficult just because you're really pushing it as far as the room you have to work with. Because, again, you want space to isolate this guy one-on-one. That's the whole thing. Getting him one-on-one is basically a guaranteed catch. There's 2 people in the area. It's a little bit more iffy, right? So we're going to just go ahead and block the running back here just in case they blitz. I just picked a random play. I don't even know what this is. And you guys can see all you really need to do is just wait for him to approach the end zone, throw that high ball, click on, aggressive catch it. And again, you don't have to high ball. You can even just lead it up one-on-one. You guys can see there, again, crazy animation. Honestly, the DB, Troy P, he got a good animation too. But this animation is just so OP. Like 9 times out of 10, like I said, even if the DB gets a good animation himself, he's just going to get dunked on. Most of the time, he dumbs out so bad, he can't even react. And it's pretty much just a guaranteed catch. Like, he got a crazy animation right there, too, to flip me over. But I still held on, man. So lab this up. You're really going to want to work on throwing this against different coverages. Because, like I said, it's different against man and zone. And then even zone is different whether there's a deep zone by the outside DB or if it's basically, like a cover 2 where the safeties are going to be the ones interacting with you. And then it's going to be different when you're just doing it, like, throughout the whole area of the field. Then it's different when you get in the red zone.